Hey there tech fans, Rick here again with another review. And in today's video, I'd like to explain the differences between an HDMI splitter and an HDMI switch. Because even though both of these products look very similar, they actually provide different functionality that can greatly expand your HDMI media setup. Now before I get too deep into the differences between the two products, the way I'd like to do this overview is to start by explaining the differences between these two products, and then I'll take a closer look at both of these units and explain the connections and indicators so you understand how to connect them up with your own equipment. And then I'll come back and point out a few things that you should keep in mind if you're searching for an HDMI splitter or an HDMI switch so you can compare these two products against other products you may be considering. Now for this discussion, I've got the O-Ray BK-104 HDMI splitter and the O-Ray BK-401 HDMI switch. Both of these fully support 8K content at up to 60 frames a second. So let's start with the HDMI splitter. The basic function of an HDMI splitter is to take a single HDMI media stream from any component like a DVD player, a game console, a home computer, and then mirror that on multiple output devices. So in the case of the BK-104, it's a single input with 4 outputs, which means that HDMI media stream can be displayed on 4 monitors at the same time. Now there are other versions of the HDMI splitter that may be a 1x2, which will support 2 monitors as output devices, a 1x4 like this one, or a 1x8, which is even larger. But the key function of this is to take that single HDMI media stream and display it on multiple outputs at the same time. So it's a great product if you, for example, have to display certain content at a trade show on multiple monitors. This will do that for you. If you want to display the same content on multiple monitors in the office, this will handle that project as well. So this is a great product for a single input to multiple outputs. Now the switch is completely different. The switch will take multiple inputs to a single output. So this product allows you to share a high resolution monitor, again up to 8K, across multiple input devices. So in the case of this BK-401A, I can connect 4 high-definition HDMI media devices to the unit to a single high-resolution monitor, and then decide which of those media streams is being displayed on that monitor at any given time by tapping the button on the front of the unit, or in the case of the BK-401, using the infrared remote control. So this is perfect if you've got multiple devices on your desk at home in a single high-resolution computer monitor. It allows you to switch between a computer, a laptop, a streaming media player just by tapping the button. It's also really helpful in your media center if you have multiple devices connecting to a widescreen TV, maybe like a game console and a streaming media player. You can decide which of those is being displayed on that widescreen TV by tapping the button, or better yet, sitting back in the comfort of your chair and using the remote control. So again, single input to multiple outputs, multiple inputs to a single output. So there's difference in function between the two, but again, both of these can be really helpful in your media setup. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at both of these because they're representative of what a splitter and a switch look like, and I'll explain the connections and indicators so it's simple for you to connect these up at home. And then I'll come back with a few suggestions on things to keep in mind when you're comparing these to other products you may be considering. The O-Ray BK-104 is a single input 4 output HDMI splitter that also fully supports 8K content. On the front of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a power indicator. That lets you know you've got power applied and you've passed the power on self-test. To the right of that is an input indicator. The minute you connect this up to a media device, that HDMI cable is checked. Once it's been verified, that LED will come on, letting you know you have a solid connection. To the right of that are 4 more LEDs for the outputs. When you connect up a monitor to the 4 outputs, that HDMI cable is checked. These will come on, letting you know you have a solid output. So under normal operation, power, input, and 1 or all of the output indicators will be lit. To the right of that is a bank of EDID switches. Those can be used to adjust the frame rate and resolution and audio style for your input versus your output. There's a service port right here for updating firmware. On the rear of the product's where you'll make all your connections, and again, since it's a single input, you'll find a single HDMI port that connects to the media device that you'd like to share the content from with your output devices, and you'll find 4 HDMI output connections. These are all full-sized HDMI ports where you can plug in your 4 monitors. Now, depending on the switch you're using, there may only be 2 outputs, there may be 4, or there could be 8. To the right of that is a power port where you plug in the power supply, and that's all you'll need to understand about using the product. The O-Ray BK-401A is a 4-input, 1-output HDMI switch that also supports 8K content and provides audio extraction capabilities. On the front of this particular model, you'll find a power indicator on the left. The minute you add power to the unit, it starts an internal power on self-test where it checks the electronics. Once it passes that test, it'll light that LED letting you know the product's ready to use. To the right of that are 4 HDMI input indicators labeled 1 through 4. When you connect this up to a media device, the HDMI cable to that device is checked. Once it's been verified, this LED will come on, letting you know that that particular input is solid. Under normal operation, the power indicator and one or all of these input indicators will be lit. To the right of that is an infrared receiver window. This particular model includes an infrared remote control that you can use to make your selection of which input is sent to the monitor, and this is the receiver window that picks up the signals from that remote control. To the right of that is a button you can use to manually step through the inputs to decide which of these is sent to your monitor. You can tap that button to move to the next one, From 4 it'll cycle back to 1. To the right of that is an RS-232 connection, and this unit can be actually programmed from a local computer connected through RS-232 to that block right there. On the rear of the units where you'll make all your connections, this product provides audio extraction capabilities that will digitally separate the audio from the media stream you're passing through it, and then allow you to send that to a soundbar or a home stereo through this optical SB-diff connection right there. To the right of that is a port used for upgrading the firmware on the unit. To the right of that are 4 full-sized HDMI connections labeled HDMI 1 through HDMI 4. These connect to whatever media devices you'd like to share on that single monitor. To the right of that is another HDMI port labeled HDMI out. This connects to your local monitor that you'd like to enjoy the content on from these input devices. Finally, to the right of that is a DC power port. That's used with the included power supply. You can plug that into a wall outlet, plug the other end into the back, and it'll provide all the power you'll need for operation. I hope those closer looks were helpful. Now here are a few really important things to keep in mind if you're searching for an HDMI splitter or an HDMI switch. And the first thing has to do with resolution. Any product you're considering should be able to support the resolution of the content you're enjoying today. So for example, if you're enjoying 4K content today, you'll want to make sure that the splitter or the switch can fully support 4K content at up to 60 frames a second. A lot of products on the market may only support a lower resolution like 1080p, or if they support 4K at all, it may only be 30 frames a second. It's really important that you look for that resolution because remember, you're passing the media through these devices, and if they support a lower resolution, you'll have to reduce the resolution on your output monitor, which is going to degrade the picture quality. Another important consideration is the level of certification for both HDMI and HDCP. Because the HDMI standard has gone through a lot of changes in recent years. There have been a lot of new features and functions introduced into the standard. So knowing you've got a product that's on the latest version of HDMI means you can take advantage of all those advanced features today and tomorrow as that standard changes. You'll also want to check the HDCP certification because that controls copy protection. So your product should support the very latest HDCP certification as well, so you can play a wider variety of files through the product. The important thing to keep in mind is that even though you're watching 4K content today and you've got certain file types you're using, if you can find a splitter or a switch that can support 8K content, even though you're not looking at 8K content today, knowing you can view that higher resolution content later on as you decide to upgrade your media equipment or your monitors means that you can keep these products in place. You won't have to worry about upgrading these components. So if you can find units like these two that support 8K content, you can use it today with the equipment you have and tomorrow with the equipment you may want to upgrade to. And that's all I really had for today. So hopefully you found this review helpful. I've enjoyed talking about it. And until next time, as always, stay nerdy.